Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. The myth of multitasking. How many times have you come home and you say, what did I do today? Well, I didn't actually work on that project that I wanted to get done. I answered email, I answered the phone, I chit-chatted, I talked about the football game, but that project that I wanted to do, I didn't do it again. That's because of multitasking. I got this idea for this presentation from my office mate right next door to me. His name is Joe Kwan, and Joe Kwan gave this presentation. I go, wow, that is a really great subject to give a presentation about. I wish I would have been able to see it. Can I steal that from you? And he goes, sure. And so his name is down here after he sees or maybe hears about that I gave this presentation the Kyle way. He might want me to remove his name from this, but I did steal some of his slides and I made it my own, like they say at the American Idol, right? As well. So, yeah, can somebody help me out here? I guess the signal doesn't go all the way back. Okay, so multitasking. We have a lot more going on these days, right? Obviously, we're not just out to get our food. We've got, priorities, responsibilities, and so we say, okay, well, I'm a multitasker. Some people put that on their resume as like a skill. Well, actually, I'm here to tell you today that's actually a habit that you need to break. Okay, multitasking was something that was that term was created when talking about the early adoption of computers and how computers were they could multitask. They were performing two different functions, running two different programs at once, and that was a multitask, right? Oh, wrong way. Oh, it's working. Okay, cool. So, right, we all know about multitasking and driving. That's a bad idea, right? So this person's going to get in a crash because they have a really old phone there, but we know about that. But what was interesting, there's a study done by Hewlett-Packard in 2005. It says that multitasking actually slows down your IQ, your brain capacity, by more than 2 times of marijuana smokers. Can you believe that? So multitasking, you're getting really, really slowed down, really dumb, right? So that's called infomania, okay, that they called this. This is a real study they did at University of London. So this is your brain. This is your brain on multitasking. Any questions?
Funny.
So this guy is this really smart old dude. Like back in the 1740s, this guy, Lord Chesterfield, listen to what he had to say back then. I mean, there's no computers at this time. He says, there's time enough for everything in the course of the day if you do but one thing at once. But there is not enough time in the year if you do 2 things at a time. The steady and undissipated attention to one object is a sure mark of a superior genius, as hurry, bustle, and agitation are the never-failing symptoms of a weak and frivolous mind. Lord Chesterfield, pretty smart guy. So this is, I'm sure you've seen this scene right here. This is like me on my regular day. I need to work at my multitasking. I shouldn't be doing this, but we've all been here, right? You got your phone, you're checking your email, you're on the conference call you don't really care about, and you're trying to do a little work on the side, and what happens in that scenario, right? Sorry, I was on mute when I got called on. Oh, whoa, I'm on mute. Okay. What does sorry I'm mute mean? Sorry I'm on mute means I was just choking down this peanut butter sandwich because you always schedule these dumb meetings during my lunch hour. What does sorry I was on mute mean? It means, sorry, I didn't want you to hear me flushing the toilet. Sorry, I'm on mute means, sorry, I didn't make it to the store yesterday, so I was just filling up my Amazon pantry box. Sorry, I was on mute means the UPS guy just came to my door and my dogs went crazy. Sorry, I was on mute means I was just searching through my email to find the document I was supposed to read before the meeting that I'm reading right now. Sorry, I was on mute means I was just instant chatting with a colleague about how dumb this meeting is, and we got carried away. And what does it really mean? It means I was multitasking. That's what it really means, okay? So, it's not my fault. I got ADT. Okay, this is the actual, they've diagnosed people with ADT now, okay? So this guy, Dr. Hollowell, says, multitasking is a mythical activity in which people believe they can perform 2 or more tasks simultaneously. And he's given it a condition name, ADT, attention deficit trait. Deficit trait. So you got your OCD, you got your ADD, and now you got your ADT. So maybe you can get a prescription and you'll actually you'll actually improve your smarts by half, right? You go from 2 times as bad to, I don't know if that works, but get a prescription for the ganja. So multitasking, it costs money, right? So you're checking your email, you get back to the subject at hand, 25 minutes to recover. That costs the economy $650 billion a year. That's back in 2007. It's probably a lot more right now, right? So it's scientific. I don't have time to go through all this, but I could show you the slides that says that, you know, they do studies on people's brain and blood flow and everything, and it says that your brain has a response selection bottleneck that occurs when the brain is forced to respond to several stimuli at once. Right? That's what happens to me when I'm multitasking. I will be working on my computer. I'll open up one program over here. I got my email, I got my Excel, I got my my Internet Explorer, got my IM going. I've got a whole bunch of things down here, and then what happens? The computer starts slowing down, right? And that's what happens to your brain as well. Okay. Again, activity in different portions of the brain that happens. There's reasons for it. Okay. So this guy says it's a meme, right? Not sure if good at multitasking or really bad at concentrating. Okay, next. So, how do we fight this? To wrap this all up, we have to go on offense. Okay, what is really multitasking about? It's about selecting what you want to do and making that list and focusing on that task at hand that you want to accomplish. So how do you do that? You go on offense. Defense wins championships in the NFL, but in the business world, offense wins. Okay, so turn off your email and IM alerts. Let your phone calls go to voicemail. Clear your desk. Sometimes just putting on the earphones gives that signal to everybody that, hey, I'm really busy. Close your door if you have a door, and listen on repeat. Listen to your favorite tune. If that'll get you in the groove to blast through your task, so that you can check off those tasks, and so at the end of the day, you know, you're not the person that says, oh yeah, I didn't really accomplish anything today. So don't be like this guy, okay? Or else you might end up like this.
Cute.